fact, this piece, the old part that's remaining on sill number 2, excuse me, we literally cut out a cross section about this much, so we left only this much on either side of the center core, which we had routed out, drilled out, chiseled out, and yet this piece was almost as solid feeling as it was when it was built, because the southern pine is so hard. If you went to a lumber yard today and got southern pine, it would be very wide grain, and the grain's all uniform because of the fact that the trees are all separated from each other. So you get maximum growth, maximum fiber production, but I would say minimum of strength. And this is another reason why it's good to go back to the old original. It's just as strong. Now, having said that, we probably never will want to haul freight cars around the way this was done originally, because it's pretty tough on the wood anyway. And so we're just doing it because of the fact we want it to be as close to the original construction as we can. One of the next projects will be to remove this sill, which was put in by Seashore in 1965. It's, as you can see, it's much wider than the others, and it's also a spruce rather than the southern yellow pine. So unfortunately we're going to have to remove it. So within the next few days this is going to come off and will be down here, and this is the next piece right here, which we will mill cut to length and cut the tendons on by hand right in this spot, which is going to be very interesting. Then we have to think about the order we're going to do things in. You have to put the most rigid and immovable stuff back first. Well, that will be the truss rods, one of which is over there, 2 of which will be inside here, and another one over here. Those will have to go in first and be fastened in place. We'll put the ends on, but the truss rods will come through them. Then the next most or least flexible thing will be the air pipes, of which you can see some right here. This is the lead from the air compressor itself, which is sitting up there, goes down into the air tanks underneath. Though there's quite a bit of plumbing under the inside of the car, all that has to be put in. Then the next thing is the electric wiring. And you can see the motor wires over there. Those are somewhat more flexible, as you can see. In fact, they are very flexible. I think originally they were either in fire hose or, as we're going to do, wrapped in friction tape into bundles. There's an interesting thing on the side of sill number 6. If there was a fire right there, that whole surface of the sill is charred, and so those wires there show splices in them where they apparently had to do some repair work. Something had shorted out and caused a fire. Fortunately, the locomotive didn't burn up, but we'll have to do some chipping off of that and coating it with the stain.